Hey up guys, Burnout Culture here. So my beloved 1040 STE is a little bit poorly at the minute, so it's in the repair dock. I'd noticed that more and more games just weren't loading, so I did a little bit of research. At first I thought it was, just crud on these discs. Old, I mean, they're really old games, and a lot of these 3.5-inch disc-based games are knackered, to be honest. But there were just too many not loading for various reasons, and I started to think, I'm wondering if it is the disk drive. So obviously did a bit of digging around on net, and the more I read into it, the more it sort of became apparent that it probably was the drive. I'd say 30 odd 35 years old. So the STE, it looks like the majority of them either had the Epson SMD 380 drive that I've got, or a Sony variant. And I was looking at the symptoms about what sounds they make when they're struggling to load, and what it'll tell you on the screen, etc. And I think I'm fairly certain it's the heads are completely knackered on this. Now, there's a guy on YouTube, brilliant guy, really technical guy called Gadget. Is it Gadget 164? Something like that. He's really good. I mean, he goes to town on these machines, full strip downs. He's really sort of electronically proficient. Obviously worked in electronics, and he basically repairs PCB boards for fun. And he sort of went down the line of, saying that you should really try to refurb them yourself. It's not necessary to get a replacement drive. I mean, this also works for Amiga, because a lot of these drives are the same drives that are in the Amiga as well. And like I say, same age, so that they're knackered up just the same. And as it happens, mate, unbelievably, I think my Amiga's gone the same way. The new one I've just bought, it's loading a couple of stuff up, but it's just not loading hardly anything. So it's making a god awful whirring noise on a lot of stuff as well, which is I'm tending to think it with the drive the same way, heads going, etc. So I might look at replacing that one next as well. So, but to be honest, I'd like to think I'm technically minded. I like to think I can attempt most repairs, but you know what? With this, I looked at what needs to be done and what have you, and I just thought, I can't be arsed. I've managed to source a new old stock. Well, it's not new old stock. No, it's a replacement drive. From Atari Freaks on eBay, really big seller for Atari stuff. It's a new drive, it's not an original one, and I've managed to get it for like 24 quid delivered. So I just thought, I'll just buy that. The only thing is, you have to do a slight case modification, because it's slightly bigger to get the eject button. So I don't know if you can see it. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to. I've got it on the tripod, so this bit here, where will it be? Somewhere there, I think, has to be cut out slightly, and you also have to bend the pins slightly so it locks in. It's either shorter or longer than the original. It's slightly different in length. But I'm happy to have attempt at doing that. That's no problem. That's the sort of stuff I can do. But when it comes, I'm a little bit nervous when it comes, down to the actual electrical side of soldering and changing components on the board, etc. I have done it. Don't get me wrong. I can do it. I've got a decent electrically controlled soldering iron upstairs. Really, really accurate. Really good. And I've got a decent multimeter. So I do know the basics, but I think in this instance I just thought I'm preferring to just get a replacement drive. Also, I took all these keys off. I've blasted around various areas. That's still a bit dusty. I'm going to give that with the canned air. I've took all these keys off, and that were pretty filthy under there. Even though the keys themselves were quite clean, I washed them all. And I put them all back on, but as you notice, the enter button slightly problematic. So we've got these little plastic tabs And on this one it has, don't know if you can see that, it's got like a little lift up metal sort of clip thing there, and I'm struggling at the moment to get that seated in. The button will go on actually without that clipped in. It'll just, you know, it will seat back on them plastic pegs, but I'd like to try and get it seated properly because it'll bug me to death otherwise. So I'm going to work at that. Also, while this case is off, even though, like I say, it's extremely grey and original looking in terms of colour, I think if you just see there, it's difficult. It's a bit tricky seeing it. It's just started to yellow along this front edge of the upper case, so I'm potentially thinking of retro brighting that while the case is off. Just, you know, cover everything in one go, as it were, and that's done. And then, like I say, once I get the new disk drive in, all being well, you know, potentially it'd be back to being as good as new. Because I don't think, I mean, it's a revision 3 this on the, oh sorry, no, what's it say there? Revision 2.2 board. And the STEs did come 2 or 3 years after the FMs anyway, and it doesn't look like it's had a great deal of use to me. I mean, these drives, I'm guessing, could pack up at any time just due to age. And it's just a case, you know, it's just old age. So I'm thinking once that's done, the joystick port, which is another, if you don't know, the 2 joystick ports, which were the you know, effectively design failure of the STs anyway, seated underneath the case. They're notorious for breaking just down to the angle of which you have to plug the mouse and the joysticks in. So what happens is the D9 pins sort of connection solder can break on certain pins. So, you know, more often than not, eventually they will have to be replaced. On mine at the moment, they're both working, so that doesn't need to be done. And apart from that, there's nothing. It should be good to go then, and I'm hoping a lot of my software that I have got will load up then. At first I thought, I mean, I know there's a few titles that'll only work on the FM. They won't even load on the STE. Certain ones. It's been difficult trying to get a definitive list of what them games actually are, but it's, you know, there's not that many. So I'll hopefully I'll better play most of my stuff once this is done, and then once it is going, I'll with no problems I'll move on to the Amiga then, because that's the definitely want to get that up and running properly soon. And like I say, I think it actually is the drive that's gone on that as well. So yeah, so just sort of a little quick video there to show you where I am with this. Very eager to get it all back together and rolling, so might do another little video to show you once I get the new drive in and show you what mods I've had to make to do it. So yeah, and that's where we are with this then, guys. Right, super, as usual, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you see feel fit to put is all good for me, and have a great weekend. See you soon.